Hey everyone, welcome back. Today is June 3rd and Baro is coming to the Earth Strata Relay. Hey Bunny, thank you for the resource drop chance booster. Echoes of Zariman is our next update, dropping on the 9th of June, alongside some massive operator quality of life fixes, including the first patch to the transference cooldown delay. We'll also be getting a second AMP Arcane slot, but you need an adapter for that. And that can only be obtained from Holdfast standing on the Chrysalis, and it requires rank 5. I don't think it was tradable, so get to farming plumes. Besides that, we also got 2 new Incarnon weapons coming, the shotguns and dagger, as well as a AMP Arcane. That gives 210% crit chance. So look forward to that. Anyways, that's still a week out still, so let's see if we got any more Prime disappointments.
Well, hello,
Continuing the
Golden
tradition,
Warrior.
we have
Just back
another
from the
fighter
void, I
decoration to
presume.
go in our personal quarters, alongside the Empyrean fish tank. It's a pretty nice looking one, but I mean at this point it's a little bit tired. I wish they would give us something else instead of just more fighter decorations. We got our Noggle statue, Baro Ki'Teer, primed to reach. This is an essential mod. Grab it for melee. Some people may not like to use it, but trust me, you will want this mod for a lot of melees. It's a mandatory mod, so pick it up. Primed Expel for pistols. This is mostly for future-proofing. We don't really have that much of a use for this, except, I don't know, Deimos bounties, or maybe years down the road when we get lich-infested open worlds. But for now, this isn't too important. Prime Cleanse Corpus. I would recommend picking this up, especially if you like running the Sisters of Parvos farms, because this could fit perfectly on, I think the best example is Kubahek and Cedo, which both work extremely well for dealing with the Hounds and the Sisters themselves, so that's definitely a top pick. We've got Prisma, Jet, Sentinel, Wings, as well as Prisma Dual Cleavers. Actually, okay, pick these up. These are extremely good melee weapons. They're quite slow, honestly. 1.0 attack speed, the archetype is slow, but they have 80% slash, insanely high crit multiplier, and slightly above average crit chance and status. So these are another type of weapons that scream hybrid builds. They also have a really high disposition if you're willing to pick up a ribbon for it, so I would say it is very satisfying to use these. Just make sure you pile on the attack speed, but they are definitely not MR fodder. Okay, we got 10 times get to your fireworks. I don't think I've ever picked these up before. I assume that they just produce a million particle effects. If you do this in Simulacrum, you could probably crash your teammates, but anyways, grab it if you feel like it. It's mostly just a meme. Mark of the Beast on 6 kills within 6 seconds with your melee. It grants you 120% status and crit chance for your secondary for 24 seconds. Now, this is pretty handy. You could actually use this with your Piranha Primes when you're throwing it with a dual wield glaive. Very easy and consistent way to buff your pistols this way, and while you have the glaives to output a lot of slash damage, your piranhas will be able to put out a lot of raw corrosive damage to shred anything else apart that has issues with the slash dots. It's very fun. I would recommend picking this up. Redeemer Elixir skin. That's a cool one too as well. Viper Wraiths, this is MR fodder. I believe you need this to craft the twin Viper Wraiths, but there's nothing really to write home about. It's really, here, let's look at this again. Tiny magazine, and the base fire rate is already almost the entire magazine. Shit status, base crit multiplier, passable crit chance, and there's nothing else to write home here. Mostly impact, so yeah, forget about it. Prisma Yamiko Sign Dana, this one's an OG one, and I find it does look kind of pretty on some frames. It does color pretty well too, as you can see here, but the textures are a little bit dated. I don't know, it's up to you, but I would pick it up myself. We have the entire EOS Prime armor set here, which colors very nicely, especially if you tone down the energy color in the background. You can get some very interesting metallics coming out of this. We've got Axie V8, which is the Volt Prime Neurotics relic. Hasn't come back in a while. It also contains the Lex and Odonato parts, so if you don't have that yet, you might as well pick it up too. The Eminence color palettes, as always. You can put a horn on your head. Cornu Diadem. If you think this is funny and cool, then feel free to pick it up. Prisma Kubro Glyph. Lotus Ephemera, as always, comes back every once in a while. So I have this blue-pink energy color, and it picks it up for the Lotus very well. I always found it looks really nice getting a gradient color like that on the petals. We have Deimos Carnos Prex for your Orbiter. The Fast Floof is returning once again. The DNAS pistol skin. I wonder if they fix projectile shooting sideways out of this. Anyways, this thing should probably be 10 engine, but it's not. It's official skin by DE in the game. It is probably one of the nicest looking pistol skins, so 100% grab it. You will regret it if you don't. And Sands of Adrenaros, as always. And that's it for what Baro brought to PC this week. I always include console down in the description and pinned comment, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Are you excited for the Echoes of Zariman update dropping on the 9th next week? Let me know down in the comments. Besides that, that'll be it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.